Okay. Is anybody there and can anybody hear me? Hello, hello. Can anyone hear me? Hello. I can actually see my avatar moving. Hello? Anybody there? Me and mine's where you at? Hello? 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 So y'all can't find me? Hey, Mrs. Murph. Mrs. Murph found me. Mrs. Murph, I had to end my last live stream because nobody could hear me. And now nobody knows where I'm at. Hey, legend. Okay. So okay, I'm gonna try and drop the link because I'm gonna try and do a test live with me and mine's grabbing the link. Mrs. Murph, don't be surprised you got the notice. You talking about YouTube, not me. It will be YouTube that didn't send you a notification. I'm gonna try and post this link in the chat. So, legend, either you, and M3 come up here because I know that you all wouldn't mind discussing Abby and Brittany Hansel. Hey, Too Big. Thank you all for coming to my test live. You see the link, me and mine's? Hi, Society Page. Thanks for coming in. Come on in the room. Grab the link, M3, or I'm going to start singing. I'm waiting on somebody to grab the link. So today, my plan is to discuss Abby and Brittany Hansel, the conjoined twins. If you all are old enough to remember, they made their debut on Oprah, and they're what is it? Dicephalic, dicephalic, dicephalic conjoined twins. That means that they share the same bloodstream and they share all of their organs below the waist. So while we're waiting on me and mine, this is what we're talking about during the test live. Abby secretly married an Army veteran, a nurse, Josh Bowling, in 2021. Legally, Josh is married to Abby, but Abby controls the right side of the body, and her twin Brittany controls the left side. So, in actuality, is Josh Bowling married? Oh, let me add him through. Hey, me and mine.
Hey, L.
Hey, did you hear what I was asking? Our guest out there about Abby and Brittany. Is Josh married to Abby or is Josh married to Abby and Brittany?
Josh is married to both ladies.
Now,
I mean, are they
legally,
separate?
you can only marry one person in the United States. And the United States recognizes all kinds of legal unions that may or may not have taken place at a courthouse. Okay. But the United States will not recognize a marriage between three people. So only one of those ladies were going to be able to sign a marriage certificate, but they share all organs below the waist.
Right. So are they two people or are they one person?
Two different brains, right? But one body. So like Too Big is like Josh has both of them, right? So if
Right.
Abby is dating Josh, it's not like Brittany is not there.
Right.
They share a body.
I agree. I agree.
And Brittany has to cooperate because each twin controls one side of the body. So if Brittany don't want to go, or if Abby don't want to go, they're not moving, right?
Absolutely. So I don't know.
This is a marriage between three people.
That's what I say.
And they're in all organs below the waist.
All organs below the waist.
So
Below.
he's having intercourse with Abby and Brittany.
But he only married to one of them. Right.
Because illegally he could only marry one of them.
Exactly.
Abby has the wedding ring on. Well, Mrs. Murph, I haven't heard anything. Have you heard that Brittany doesn't like him? How does that work if Brittany doesn't like him? Could y'all sacrifice like that for your sister?
I couldn't. There's no way.
We both gotta like him, or it's not gonna happen.
Absolutely.
I
I
mean,
agree. 100%.
what like how does he meet them and say, Ashley, would you like to go out on a date? Because they're both going.
Right.
And now Josh Bowling, he and his wife got a divorce. 2019, I've seen some say 2020.
Right.
Her name is Annika Bowling. So by 2021, he's in a secret marriage with Ashley legally, but I agree with you. He's in a marriage with both ladies. They are school teachers, by the way. They teach fifth grade in Minnesota.
So I was told.
Yes, legend.
So
They share all
I can't see
organs
the
below
chat.
the waist.
I can't see the chat, but I may have to agree with anybody who says that these are two different people and it's three people in this marriage.
To be extent, we all in this together. If one of them wants to smoke a
Pretty much.
joint, huh?
Pretty much too big. I just pulled the chat up.
If one of them wants to smoke a joint, right? Or if one of them has a headache and wants to take medication, and the other one says no drugs, right? No, I don't want Tylenol. I don't. They share a bloodstream.
Right. Exactly. So, like, this is the thing. Just hypothetically, if there's a pregnancy, does only one sibling carry that baby?
Well, all organs below the waist, right? So
That's
only
what I'm
one
saying.
sibling is giving birth, and I those are pretty important organs down there for us.
Absolutely.
To be extent, we are all getting hot. So to
All of
be
us.
listen, two different heads, two different brains. But
Okay.
if one wants to get a bag, the other one can stop her sister because it takes coordination for them to be able to walk and move.
Right.
You're right, legend. Another man can legally marry Brittany because she is legally single.
So then where do they stop?
Now,
Right.
me and mines, they were recently seen out buying potted plants.
Oh,
And
really?
Abby is sporting the wedding ring.
They should both have a wedding ring. This the wives.
So
This the wives.
Annika gave birth, the ex-wife to Josh Bolden gave birth to a baby in 2020. She sued Josh. There's something going on for paternity. They have a 9-year-old daughter. There's something going on with the paternity of this baby, but naturally, that's all private to guard the baby's privacy.
Absolutely.
And
I
they have
agree.
another court hearing. So
Hmm.
So the sisters are stepmoms. And I would
Mm.
say they are both stepmoms.
That's what I would have to say because they both have to tend to their child, you know. So I don't. When you first posted this in a short video, I can't even really express what went through my head because I'm just saying this. There's no way that a man could marry one of these ladies and not the other. I just don't see a way out of that. I don't see it.
Mrs. Murph, according to Ashley and Josh, Brittany is single. So I don't know. And how would Josh feel about that? How would Josh feel
Exactly.
about that? Because that man would, in effect, be having sex with Josh's wife as well. This is complicated.
Very. I
That's what me and Mines asked the legend. How does the pregnancy work? They share everything below the waist. They
I
share a
remember
bloodline.
these sisters. I remember these sisters.
They have spent their lives in the news. They went to Bethel College. They became elementary school teachers. They traveled Europe. So
Yep.
I'm thinking maybe they wanted out of the spotlight because there was a secret wedding. But then they
Mhm.
announced it. They snapped back. They snapped back on, I believe, Instagram against people like us, right? They said that we are haters, that
What?
conjoined,
What?
that conjoined twins have always existed. And I don't think their existence is where the questions are coming from. Both of
Exactly.
y'all are married to that man.
Right.
Maybe not legally, but in actuality. Because if I don't like this guy, all I have to do is refuse to move. There will be no date, much less a marriage.
Okay.
We have to cooperate to put this wedding dress on.
Yep.
It, I wonder if Josh is going to feel that way if Brittany starts dating.
Okay. How? Don't she have to take Ashley with her?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
So she
So
going to
what do
cheat
you,
on her husband so that her is she going to cheat on her husband so that her sister can find love? How does this work?
he could not file a divorce based on cheating. He could not claim adultery. But what do
Mm.
y'all think, right? The parents decided when Abby and Brittany were babies not to have them separated. Now I saw one that said their quality of life would not be as good, right? Separated. I saw another that said it increased the likelihood that they would not survive. It I don't know as a parent. I don't know. I'm just thanking God I didn't have to make that decision.
Absolutely, I agree. Feel the same way.
These are rare even for conjoined twins.
To be married,
No, to be conjoined the way that they are, to share a bloodstream and every organ below the waist. If one gets pregnant, they are pregnant.
right? Exactly. So they
But
both married to Josh. That's the bottom line.
in all actuality, I agree that the bottom line is Josh is married to both sisters. Both sisters are present during intercourse. Both sisters were present during the dating stage, right? So what I
Right.
mean, if Brittany didn't like the wedding dress, did Ashley really get to choose that wedding dress? If Brittany really wanted to put her left foot down,
Listen, then you say they had the same career.
they have no choice.
That's what I'm saying. So they have no choice but to be married. Both
One of
sisters,
them could have
same
been a
age.
bum and just sat in those college classes and was like, I'm not getting a degree. You're going to support us. What are you going to do? Separate?
Exactly.
But they had to agree on a career. If one does not want to go to work in the morning and the other one does, that is a discussion.
It sure is.
Too
It
big.
sure is.
Thank you for discussing marriage with such respect. Thank you for coming by. I was going to try to share the screen, but I don't want to get too complicated. And I want to
Right.
thank Mrs. Murph for stopping by, and I want to thank the legend. And I think the legend is actually going to join me very possibly when I discuss Chad Daybell. and his capital murder
Oh
trial.
yeah, that's a little too heavy for me. I wouldn't mind discussing it, but it would have to be on eggshells.
Yeah,
Somebody by somebody by the name of the society page stop page too.
yeah. Thank you, Society Page. I saw Society Page come in here and let me know, hey, L, I can hear you.
I see too,
So
baby. Hmm.
it's heavy. So maybe after we, kind of discuss the most gruesome parts of things, you can join a panel if you want, and give us your opinion.
Yes, I don't have a problem with that, but I know I can't go through the details because your short video was a lot. Like, mhm,
Right, right. Yeah, the burial plots, that was heavy. The state came out swinging. You know
mm,
what I mean? And I heard one expert say that even if he's convicted, his likelihood of receiving the death penalty really isn't that high. Idaho executed an inmate in 2011. Idaho exited an inmate in 2012, and the governor passed a law that said if lethal injection is not available, firing squad. And that law, the last time I
no.
checked, is still on the books. So I don't think if he's convicted that he should assume that the state of Idaho, if they get a death penalty verdict, because that's a separate hearing, separate trial, like if they get the death penalty, I do not think he should assume that the state of Idaho is not going to put him to death.
Okay.
And
Mrs.
two
Murphy,
children are involved, and it's pretty gruesome. I,
Mrs. Murphy want to know when will the discussion about Chad Daybell be?
I'm going to definitely give. I got to talk to the legend because I'm willing to do it this evening so that people got Sunday night and all week to kind of meditate on it and leave comments. So I'm
Right.
going to get with the legend, but I'm definitely going to put up a thumbnail, Mrs. Murph. So that you can stop. Have enough notice to stop by.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, thanks again, everybody, for stopping by. El said what was live.
Yes. Great job, Al.
Thanks again to my mentor, my teacher, and thanks again to the society page of Mrs. Murph and Too Big and the
See you,
legend.
Al. All right,
Y'all
y'all.
are
I'll see y'all
awesome.
in the chat.
Huh?
I'm gonna go in the chat.
Okay, well, I'm ending the live. I'll see you
Okay.
all possibly this evening or tomorrow. I'm going to put up a thumbnail after I get everything scheduled with the legend. I'll talk to y'all later. Thanks for stopping by.